Hello everybody, welcome back. It's me, Chimpanzee, and we are continuing with Elden Ring once again, as you can see. So the last time, on our last episode, on our last gameplay session, I was having a really tough time with Godric. Off session, after I finished recording, I ended up like running around the world a little bit. Because I was like, okay, well maybe, I kept thinking about like why I was losing. Because I felt like I was just doing no damage to the guy. And I remembered that in Souls games, there's different types of like weapon damage. So there's like thrusting damage. There's like blunt force damage, like with a club or something. That's like kind of like crushing damage. There's, kind of like slashing damage, like bleed and stuff. And different bosses have different like types of like weaknesses to stuff like that. So I thought maybe Godric is just really beefed up against like thrusting type attacks. And since I'm using my partisan, maybe that's why I'm not actually doing enough damage to this dude. So I ran around the world. I was trying to collect souls so I could level up and use, and essentially use one of these things. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Essentially use, I was essentially trying to use this one, which is the one we got from beating the Bloodhound in the underworld or whatever. Now, but the thing is, I was under-leveled, so I was like, okay, I'm going to need to find some souls. So I was running around the world trying to collect, like, soul items, or not soul items, but like rune items, similar to soul items in the Souls games. And I ended up finding a dungeon, like a little catacomb type area, like one of those chalice areas or whatever, that you find in the overworld. And I found one, and I went through it, and I found a couple things. So I found the Uchigatana, which is, because I was essentially looking for something that had bleed, because Godric is like a big ball of flesh mushed together. I feel like he's got to be susceptible to bleed, right? So this has bleed buildup, which is great. I'm able to wield it. I leveled it up to +5, so that way it would be like actually effective. And then I also went back to our sorceress and got magic weapon, Scholar's Armament, as it's called. So just gonna quickly read the item description on that one, actually, since I have it here. Scholar's Armament, right? Enchants right-hand armament with magic damage. We can just read it real quick. One of the Glinstone Sorceries of the Academy of Raya Lucaria, which we're going to be going to pretty soon. Enchants armament held in the right hand with magic affinity attacks. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. Taught to the Knights of Cuckoo by the Academy as payment for their contract. I'm interested to meet the Knights of Cuckoo when we do, or fight them, whatever comes first. So we got this. And I think, I just want to try a different weapon type, because I feel like that might be more effective against someone like Godric. I think he might just have, like, a bit more resistance to, like, thrust-type weapons. Plus, with a more dex-based weapon, like a Uchigatana, I can probably get a lot more hits off on the guy as well, get in and out faster, stuff like that. But beyond that, we also found something else that I want to run by you guys. We found this thing called, in the same cave as the Uchigatana, we found something called the Flask of Wondrous Physique, and it says it bestows various special effects. So let's read this. I actually haven't read this yet. A relic of a physic chemist, priests of the Erd Tree, priests of the Erd Tree harness the powers of crystal tears, which only form after the passage of many moons. Various special effects are bestowed upon the drinker, dependent on the specific mixture of crystal tears. So it sounds like you can kind of like do a mixture using these things called crystal tears. Kind of like, it sounds like basically you could go to like item crafting and maybe like make like a flask type of thing, like a special flask, using some of the things you find to get like special elemental resistances. Now, I could be wrong about that. Depending on the specific mixture of crystal tears, rest at a site of grace to replenish. Basins are placed at the feet of minor Erd trees, so we got to go to minor Erd trees to find this type of stuff, the basins or whatever, throughout the lands between in order to collect their crystallized tears. So I wonder if I already have a few. I don't know at the moment, but it's neither here nor there. So without any further ado, guys, I want to get back into fighting Godric. I think I'm hoping we're going to do a little bit better with the Uchigatana. I'm going to go in there without you know, ashes or summons this first time. If I start having a hard time, I could always summon my my beefy guy here, who's a big tough lad. But we'll see. I think I should be okay. You know, I know his moveset now, so I might actually be able to beat him even without it. So we'll see what happens. So let's do it. Oh, backing up. Woo. Okay, backing up. Oh, backing up, backing up. Backing up again. Oh, oh, some really bad lag there. Sorry about that, guys. Whew. Whew. Oh, we're doing all right. All right, we'll wait for him to finish this combo. Nice. Oof, okay, backing up, backing up. Oop, backing up, backing up, backing up. We'll heal. We'll re-equip our thingy. Because we're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Nice! We got some bleed off on him. Alright, we're doing well, we're doing well. Alright, let's skip this. We've seen it before. Woo! Whoa! Yeah! Oof, okay, we're doing alright, we're doing alright. Let's back up. Oof! Jump! Let's go in. We're doing really well, got some.
I am the Lord.
First try, dude! Ha ha! Take that, motherfucker!
To our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, baby! So I figured there was something wrong last episode, because I'm like, this guy is only our second boss that we fought so far, and somehow I'm doing like no damage to him, and even with summons and ashes, I'm still getting my ass kicked. So I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong? I just felt like every time I'd poke him with my partisan, it was like just barely chipping away at him, like just nothing. And I was like, dude, this is like Sekiro damage. I'm doing like what Sekiro does to damage-wise early in the game, like before he gets any attack power. I'm like doing no damage here. The only thing that would damage them, oh, we got a great rune. So the only thing that would damage them, to damage him much with my partisan was like a charged attack, my L2. So I was like, something must be wrong. I think he must just have like heavy resistance to like fucking charging attacks. I mean, I also know his moveset now, so it was much easier. Plus he had bleed build up, so once I got that, you know, it really knocked him out. But dude, that was awesome. So, okay, last time I was a little salty because I was like, dude, I'm at level 35. There's no reason I should be losing so badly to this early stage boss. But I guess it was just my build. Like I had a weapon that wasn't effective against him. I was relying too heavily on my ashes and my summons. when they clearly the AI for them was not built for taking on this guy. But yeah, once we got in there with like a weapon that worked, plus using magic damage, I think that's what we needed. So I might be sticking with this build for a while, just a heads up. Okay, the great runes you receive by defeating shard bearers, so he was a shard bearer, a demigod, have lost their beneficial power. However, their power can be restored at divine towers. I think we actually know where a divine tower is. Throughout the lands between. See the description of each great rune to discover which divine tower you should visit. Godric's Great Rune. And it's the Elden Ring logo. That's the Elden Ring logo right there. We got a ton of souls. Nice. Remembrance of the Grafted. Nice. I'll have to check that out in a moment. Dude, but guys, first try. The moment we change up our build, it's easy. It's just like easy. So I guess that's just me. That was last episode. I was salty because I was like, why is like my level 6 partisan doing nothing to this dude? This time my level 5 Uchigatana just like bled him to death with like magic damage. So, funny how that works. So today's going to be a little bit of a shorter session, just a heads up. I got some other stuff going on today, but we're going to play for, about like an hour, maybe a little longer than that, maybe an hour and a half. And just, get caught up on some stuff. All right, so we can pass the time, level up. If I were to level up, it'd definitely be Dex, because, I haven't been putting as many points in there as I'd want. Mixed Wondrous Physique. Oh, so that's the Flask of Wondrous Physique. Okay. Sword Chest. Memorize Spell. I want to check out this Godric, Memory of Godric thing. Flask. I only have one, I think, right? Yep. Increase amount replenished by flask? No sacred tears? Okay. Allocate flask charges. I can probably move this back to this. That's probably fine. Okay. And then I think we're good. Let me see. We can level up probably a couple times. I don't want to level up too much. I'm probably just going to put a point or two into Dex. Yeah, Armament 3. Right armament up a bit as well. Let's just do one for now. Let's just do one for now. And guys, now that we've beaten our first demigod. Oh, well, who's this guy?
What a pathetic excuse for a lord you were.
Who's this dude?
Craven to the bone. Pushing me about like that. And after all that grafting, where did that get you? Look down on me, would ya? Godric, you filthy slug. Feel it. Feel it. Feel my bloody wrath.
Who's this dude? Is this the guy from the gatehouse? What a guy, man. What a guy. Alright, let me grab this. Let's talk to this dude. This must be the guy from the gatehouse, right? And he's just stepping on Godric's face. Oh, nice, dude.
Oh, hello there. This weasel was... Godric was always looking down on me. He got what he bloody deserved thanks to you.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'll tell you though, what goes around comes around. He had an ugly heart, an uglier countenance, and met the ugliest of ends, eh?
Death at the hands of a tarnish, man. That's an ugly way to go out.
Now, I suppose I'm free.
You are,
I
dude.
can do whatever takes my fancy.
Uh-oh. Is this guy gonna pull Lautrec?
Can I, mate?
You can, mate.
Now,
Wait, is he asking can he, mate?
I'm free.
I mean, as long as it works, bro.
Do whatever takes my... Can I?
Cool, man. That's a great bookend to the fight. That guy from the... Because he let us in. He was the one who told us... I assume that's the same guy. The one who told us at the gatehouse, what we were like meant to do. Like he was like, hey, dude, like you can go in through the side of the castle undetected. So yeah, cool to see that guy come back. Clearly he he wanted us to take down Godric. So, you know, it wasn't necessarily telegraphed too well that this guy had an actual grudge, but it was clear that he wasn't loyal to Godric anyway. So, but yeah, dude, Godric was a cool fight. I do think the second phase is a little bit rough, but like clearly you're meant to be up in his grill. Like, I think my problem was that like the fire was like so. I mean, this is definitely I would say one of the tougher like second boss fights, like second main line boss fights in a Souls game. Like comparing him to guys like Lady Butterfly or even what's his name, the Bell Gargoyles. Like this is the equivalent. Like you fight this guy. Like the equivalent, I assume anyway, like you're meant to fight him, like he's meant to be your second mainline boss, which is what the Bell Gargoyles are in Dark Souls 1. And like comparatively, like those guys are easy. Like if you summon Solaire for those guys are pushovers, man. So like, I do feel a little bit like this was a bit too much. Like I feel like new players are going to have a really tough time. Like I'm a veteran. And even I was like fucking losing my shit last episode. It was only because I like ran around and found a weapon that would allow for me to like kind of change up my playstyle a bit that I was able to beat him. But like someone bumping their head up against this and assuming that this is as hard as it's meant to be, it's going to have a really tough time, dude. Like if you come in here with like a thrusting weapon, I assume this is going to be really tough for a lot of people. Oh, so now we're here. Okay, so this is where we went. We went through the other way. So now I'm the lord of all that is golden, bitch. Oh, is this our... This is the guy with the lion. I wonder if that's... Because we saw a picture of this guy earlier. He's got a battle axe. I assume that this might be... Because Lothric kept talking about... Who is it? Lothric kept talking about... like he said, forefathers one and all bear witness when he used the dragon. Man, okay, so I will say, Godric was a really cool fight. I really like his first phase. His second phase, the AoEs in that phase are rough. Like, if you are being defensive in that fight, it's like he will just... If he hits you with fire, he will then continue to spray you with fire. That's kind of cheap, man. That's like definitely gonna like kill most players who come here before I did, you know? At least I think so. You know. You know, like, this is early enough in the game that you don't want people to, like, put down the game that early, right? I mean, obviously you can, like, the good thing about this game as opposed to something like Sekiro, which is still a great game, don't get me wrong, but it's that, like, you can, like, in Sekiro it's a bit more linear, which is good in some ways, but the problem is that Sekiro doesn't have the, like, the leveling system that games like the Soul series have that allow you to like, okay, if I'm having trouble, I can just grind for something. I can go find a different weapon. I can change up my playstyle. Sekiro has like weapon arts that are somewhat, some of them are really effective. Some of them aren't very effective. Some of them are like, you know, situationally effective. And then it also has the prosthetic tools, which are, some can be pretty effective, like the firecrackers and stuff. Or like the shuriken for knocking people out of the air, but a lot of them are like just situationally effective. So it's still kind of like, even if you use those, you might run out of spirit emblems, and then you're just kind of like, okay, you're going to have to learn to use your sword anyway and just get good at the mechanics. So, I mean, you know, that's always a part of this, but I like that games like the Souls series kind of focus a little bit more on, what's it called? On like giving you options for how to approach these fights. It's the reason why I think, you know, the difficulty debate around Sekiro, I think, made a little bit more sense because like there wasn't as many ways to like increase your avatar strength and level up. So yeah, like but I do think that because this game gives you more options to deal with that type of thing, I think it is a little bit more fair. Like you can just change up your build. You know, having a build makes a lot of difference. In Sekiro, you don't really have one, or you don't really have builds because it's a character action game more than it is an action RPG. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but making a game like that as hard, or in some cases harder, than a Souls game is a bit rough. You know, it's expecting a lot. You can argue whether that's fair or not. Oh, so okay, so we're at the back here again. Liurnia of the Lakes. Our little lady has gone away, and we have our little friend here who's still here.
The seamster at your service, master.
Oh, I love this guy.
Adjustments to your garments.
Sure, man. I mean, the only garment I have to make adjustments to is this one. I don't even want to use it, so I just want to see what. Oh, that's a lot of souls, bro. I don't want to spend that much.
Oh, going so soon? Please do be safe on your journeys.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me bow to you as well. All right, so let's go ahead and let's travel back to the Table of Lost Grace, to the Round Table Hold, because now we should be able to enter the main hall and meet the Finger Maidens, I think. Now that we beat Godric. Yeah, the door is open. Very good, very good. Actually, wait, there was one more thing I wanted to do, because I have a ton of souls now. Before I do anything else, I want to go back and, so one of the things I did when I was running around before was I went and saw Patches again, because I just wanted to see what he was selling, because I thought maybe it could help. And I think I saw him selling something interesting. I didn't want to, buy it on screen or whatever, obviously. But here, let me go ahead and we're going to, actually, I shouldn't unequip that, should I? It's kind of annoying that you have to run through these enemies every time you want to talk to Patches, but I assume he's going to move at some point. It's not that big a deal either, because I think they stay out of the fight. So one thing that happened off screen that I should mention, guys, is I opened one of Patch's chests, and it took me through a teleporter trap. And he laughed at me, basically. He's like, "Oh, you bastard, I knew you were a no good, lying son of a gun. A thieving asshole." And basically what happened was, it just took me to, it didn't even take me out of Limgrave. It took me to somewhere I'd been before, basically, not too far from here. It took me a bit to the west, where we ran into, that forest full of bears. It just took me over there, the same place we entered Siofra River from. It just took me over there. It basically landed me, right next to a bear. I just found myself, a grace and bounced. It wasn't a big deal. So yeah, it was fine. And then I came back and he's like, "Oh shit, sorry about that." And then we're just back to business as usual. Classic Patches. Again, I'll try to keep, I'm trying to only do NPC stuff on screen, but that was just I just wanted to find a merchant to see if they could sell me something interesting.
But by the way, I'm saying goodbye to the old cave.
Okay.
I'm untethered by nature, and it's about time.
Of course he is. This guy's married to the streets.
The old gang will inherit the shop. They may not speak a word, but they never forget a face.
Those guys are gonna kill me, bro.
Some coin after I'm gone, eh?
So where are you gonna go then? Alright, so I need to buy whatever this guy has. Grace Mimic. A fetish indicating the guidance of grace. Craftable item. Grace Mimic. Similar to grace, this fetish draws rays building the way, only without any sense of order. Useful as a last resort for those who have lost their way, or for use by those who believe that unrefined guidance will lead to truer encounters. Okay, interesting. Oh, he's got fan daggers. That's interesting. Okay. So the main thing I noticed was he's got something called Margit's Shackle. And this is pretty interesting to me, considering we fought Margit. A fetish bathed in golden magic. Shackles were used to bind the accursed people called the Omen. So the Omen were a race, apparently. And these ones were made to keep a particular Omen under the strictest confinement. So I guess Margit was some sort of, maybe became a slave to what's his name? He might have been under the control, under, used, this was used to shackle him to the servitude of the guy we just fought, whose name I'm forgetting already, Godric. Though faint, the shackles will still retain vestiges of power enough to trap the once-bound Margit on Earth, if only for a short time. So yeah, this is 5,000 souls. I want to buy this. I also want to get one of these, the Stone Sword Keys, because they are rare and useful. Okay, so a record of crafting technique left by a man who, unable to become a Finger Maiden, instead became a missionary. Grace Mimic, gold. So this guy's a Grace Mimic. We're going to be able to make those. So I'm not going to buy this one. I'm going to buy this. And then I'm also going to buy one of these. And should I get this as well? Glass shard. Because it sparkles in the light, it might be mistaken for an object of value when seen from afar. It cannot produce light by itself, essentially worthless. So I assume this is kind of it's almost like having an item that, like looks like an item, so you can lure someone into a trap. I think that's kind of useful for like PvP. And although I'm not engaging in that much this playthrough, I do think it's interesting, and I kind of want to check it out. Okay, cool. I think we're good.
Cheers for that.
All right, so I guess he'll be gone by the if I ever come back here. So I can always apparently do business with the other guys, but you know, it's good to know that he will be moving on, and we'll probably be seeing him elsewhere in the world. And I guess one of his bandit friends will take over the shop, which is cool. Okay. Let me see. Let's go talk to our friends over here. I kind of want to see what like someone like Faya has to say.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more? The blessing is still aflame in your breast, dear. Would you like to be held? Regardless?
Should I let her hold me again? Fine.
Come closer.
I will. I feel like this is going to have some sort of... like, this is going to be like Yol from Dark Souls 3, where the more you level up with him, the more, like, you become like a dried-out husk of a person. It levels you up, but it, like, also has, like, a...
very warm.
It has like, a negative side effect as well. Talk in secret.
I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble to grant him another chance at life.
So she can take life from others that she gets from sleeping with them and give them to somebody else.
Before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray.
Damn.
Be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion.
So she's a...
Please, let me hold you like this, as often as it takes. Then good day to you, my dear.
Damn. I really love the animation for that. I just like her as a character in general.
I am pleased. Would you like me to blessing is... would you like to be held?
I'm okay for now.
Good day to you, my dear.
It seems like they're kind of going for like she's, you know, well, she's like a bed, you know, bedside companion. I assume that's like kind of shorthand for, you know, like she's a, I don't want to say prostitute, but, you know, she's, yeah, I mean, basically she's, you know, it sounds like that's more or less what she is, but she takes a lot of pride in her work, and she seems to have the power to, you know, absorb life from those who lay with her and pass that on to give people a second chance at life, which is why, you know, she's, you know, sleeps with, you know, dead nobles and gives them, you know, new life again, which is interesting. It's an interesting idea for a character. I am here for spirit tuning, girl. What's up? Grave Glowwort is off the table, but what's going on with my other friends? I love the jelly. The jelly's great. Grave Glowwort is definitely our ace in the hole. He is super tough. I think we can probably move on for now. Both of these are basically on the same level, so I could level each of them up, I guess. Whatever.
I feel like I'm really coming to grips with spirit tuning of late.
That's great, girl.
See how and why immortal essence exists.
Immortal essence.
Under the Golden Order. I can understand their yearnings. What they become drawn to. Master Hugh said it himself, actually.
Aww. I love their relationship.
Any longer. Once again, I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Roderica, the certified spirit tuner.
We stand Roderica, man. She is a, you know, this is such an uplifting story that she has found a purpose and she's like understands what she's doing it for. Aww, Aw, I love this. It's so heartwarming. I mean, I hope these guys, like, I want justice for Hugh. I want justice for Roderica. I want them to, like, once, you know, I hope Hugh gets unshackled from here. And if he still wants to be our blacksmith after that, that'd be great. But obviously, like, you know, do what you want, my man. You shouldn't, you know, I'm going to have a word with the fingers on your behalf because I don't like how they're treating you. I have a problem with this. This is a humanitarian issue.
Now, look at you. Those eyes tell a story.
Wow.
A challenger who's felled his mark.
Yeah.
Now lay out your arms.
Dude. Ashes of War duplication. Let's talk about Roderica.
Girl has come a long way. As ever, time and technique have made her stronger. 'Tis good to see. An imprisoned monster does not deserve an apprentice. Or a daughter.
Or a daughter. Oh.
That's precisely what she feels like to me.
Oh.
Soft.
My fucking heart. My fucking heart, guys. I love this. I love this little relationship between these two. I know it's like, it hasn't even been given much focus, but I just love it. He sees her as a daughter, and she has so much reverence for him. I just can't. Guys, I'm getting emotional. Alright. Ash of War, duplication. What do we have, actually? I could do quality Uchigatana with this one. Like, I think I'm definitely still going to use the Uchigatana. It's just too good, guys. Like, it made light work of Godric, man. Let me see. I mean, this is the current thing, Unsheath. But I kind of like Stormcaller. That's basically what Godric was using. So, yeah, let's do it. C scaling with Dex. Keen. B scaling with Dex. I think I'm going to keep it as standard for now, but we'll probably move up to Keen it once I start leveling Dex a bit more. All right, good talking to you, Hugh. You guys are my favorites here. I love you guys. So much pathos with those two, and I'm excited to see where their little story goes. So what's up with this guy?
Be sure to tell me if you meet a young woman. She's a servant to my house. She's been my...
All right, yeah, fuck off. Shut up. I don't care. All right, here we go. Oh, we got our wizard friend. What's going on, man? Good to see you.
We meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So
what happened to you?
What do you need?
Why are you unable to move? About D. Oh, shit. D's the guy who looks like a bad dude. He looks like Lautrec. He's got the embraced armor. He's hunting vampires. Vampire Hunter D up in here. Dude, Ash of War grants affinities to skills and armaments. Okay, well, now that I'm using a sword, I can get this, so I'm actually going to get it. Spinning weapon also sounds really cool. Spinning weapon, defensive skill employed by Carian princesses, lifts an armament into midair, then makes it spin violently. Those it touches will suffer successive attacks, usable on small and medium swords, axes, and hammers, as well as polearms and staves. Great spheres accepted. Okay, so it might not work on our partisan, but we can check. But I definitely want to get this one. I definitely want to get this one, too. I defeated Godric. Yeah, let's just talk to him for a moment.
You defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormvail, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it.
Yo. Roger's Rapier, man. Oh, wait, so he's like bedridden now. Is he okay?
As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me.
What happened to you, bro? Because we could have summoned this guy for Margit, but we didn't. I'm curious what happened to him.
So you've met D. D is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends. Dee was telling me that he discovered the mark of the Centipede. The
Mark of the Centipede
is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person. And if they were like you, all the better.
The Mark of the Centipede, huh? Interesting. That's definitely giving me Sekiro vibes with the way centipedes play into that game. So let me go ahead and pop some souls, because I want to buy this guy's stock. I feel like this guy is not long for this world. He's bedridden, he's sick. Let's go ahead and pop some of these. I'm going to need some more if I want to buy both spells, I think. Let me use selected. We'll use like 4, I think. Let's try this. We'll probably need a little bit more, but let's start with this. Yeah, I definitely want this one. I definitely want this one too. So yeah, perfect. Thanks, buddy. And yeah, I'm probably going to... Let's rest at the round table real quick. Let's go ahead and do Mix Wondrous Physique. What do we have here? With this menu, you can mix 2 crystal tears into a flask of Wondrous Physique. I knew we got some crystal tears. I remember we beat the tree sentinel, or the tree like incarnate at the minor Erd tree down by down in the Weeping Peninsula. And I remember we got one then, and we've also been to a few other trees since then, so I'm not surprised we have one. We have some of these. With this menu, you can mix 2 crystal tears into the flask of Wondrous Physique, which will allow you to create physiques with various custom effects. That's awesome. That's good stuff. Crimson Crystal Tear restores half of total HP in mixed physique. Steadily restores HP for a time in mixed physique. Temporarily boosts stamina in mixed physique. Let's try this one. Let's do these 2. I think that would be cool. Okay. So what do we do now? Okay. So what does this mean? So now that I've mixed them, what now? Okay, so it'll just do both, I guess. I imagine. Oh, we got this too. The take the power of its namesake via finger readers. Oh, so we're gonna get like somehow get more power via the finger readers, who we're gonna meet in just a moment. Remembrance of Godric the Grafted, hewn into the Erd Tree. The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger reader. Oh, we met the finger reader. She's actually behind. She was in front of the castle. She read our fingers and was like, "Oh, you need to like go to the capital, Raya Lucaria, and you need to do a whole bunch of stuff. You know, like your journey is like, you know, in the midst of beginning or whatever. You know." The power of its namesake can be unlocked by the finger reader. Alternatively, it can be used to gain a great bounty of runes. So it's essentially a soul. A feeble man sought power through the grotesque act of grafting. One day we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold. Wow, dude. So you know, I want to booknote my experience with Godric a little bit. So. I know you guys probably just want me to keep playing, but I just want to talk about it for a moment. Like, so obviously I love everything about the fight presentation-wise. I think is like pitch perfect. Like, he's a great looking boss. I've said this before. He reminds me of like Richard III. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that Shakespeare play, but essentially Richard III is essentially a deformed man who keeps getting like, he's basically he's a prince essentially. He's deformed though, and he keeps getting passed over and looked over for the title of like lord or the title of king. And and he essentially like basically becomes like he gets fed up with being passed over, and he like connives and like crawls his way to the top, through unsavory means. He does whatever it takes to win. And I feel like, and he the way I remember seeing him play, because it's play, whatever. And I remember seeing a play version of him. I think he was played by Kevin Spacey, which is, hasn't exactly aged well. But but the idea was, the way he walks and the way he moves, he kind of has like a bit of a limp, and he's got like a big hunched back. And like just seeing Godric like kind of approach you, like kind of like hunching over and like rolling around, like reminded me a lot of like the way they portrayed Richard III in this play. Like he's just kind of conniving. He'll do whatever it takes. Like, he has like no, he's thrown aside his like moral compass, and like he'll basically do whatever it takes to win. And it all comes from a root of like the shame that he's felt his whole life. And I like that, for being the way he is, for being born kind of, not, with the best like physical attributes essentially. So he's had to like kind of connive and claw his way to the top. And I feel like that's kind of like what we're seeing with Godric a little bit. And I really like that archetype. It's not even an archetype. It's like kind of like, it feels like it's echoing the idea of Richard III, but I like it here because clearly Godric, whenever he would beat you in his second phase, he would say something along the lines of, I think he'd say, Lord Godfrey, are you watching? And I think Godfrey was probably Godric's father, and I think is the husband of Queen Marika. So he was like the king of the Lands Between at one point in time, before it got the shattering, before Queen Marika abandoned everyone and like everything got split up between the demigods. So it's really interesting that like this guy kind of clearly, like the thing we read, the note outside of Lothric Castle Gate says that like Godric is disgraced. He lost to he lost to somebody. He fought like not Melina. He fought some other demigod, and he was defeated. And now he lives in disgrace, like kind of grafting people's bodies together in order to like gain power via like unnatural means. And walking into that fight and seeing him like kind of like talking to the dragon, being like, lend me your strength, you have power that, I don't. So like lend it to me so that I might become elevated to Elden Lord. Right. And then, the first phase, if he beats you in the first phase, he says like, oh, you were just when you walk in, he's like, oh, lowly tarnished playing as the Lord. Like, I'm the Lord of everything that's golden, which is what Godfrey was, I believe, was actually the Lord of Gold. So this guy's trying to become the Lord of Gold. He's Godric the Grafted now. Maybe he inherited the gold from his father, I don't know, and then lost it to, when he lost to, I wish I remember the name of the character he was defeated by, or that the note outside of, in Limgrave by the Stormhill Gate, said he was defeated by. I forget who that was. But essentially, I like, presentation-wise, I like everything about him. I do still think his second phase is a little harsh for the fact that he's the second boss in the game. Like, if you don't go in there with the right build, you're going to have a really tough time, as I did. And I feel kind of rough. It's a bit rough for new players, because like I said, with the other games, like this probably comes about at the same time in this game as like, say, the Abyss Watchers come about in Dark Souls 3. And I think this guy's way harder than those guys. So, I mean, that's fine. Listen, like, people like these games because they're tough. Like I said, that's not my, like, I don't want them to be easy. Like, I'm not saying that, but like, I like the toughness adds an element to it, but like for me, it's just part of the experience. It's not like what makes the experience special. We've seen with other Souls-likes like Neo and like The Surge and like a bunch of other like Remnant from the Ashes. Like, those are good games, but like they're mostly like mechanically good. Story-wise, they're not very interesting. Like Neo lacks the immersion of these games because it like every time you play it like pulls you out into an overworld where you have to choose your level. It's like, oh, okay, so this isn't like a cohesive world. This is basically just an arcade game. The environmental storytelling isn't that interesting in that game. It's just basically like gauntlets to run through. It's not like, it doesn't have the intrigue of games like that come from software. And that's the problem with like, I think Souls-likes and what people who get into Souls later, who got into Souls with like Prepare to Die and afterwards, kind of miss about these games. It's like they see these games as like, oh, it's tough, and that's like the thing that matters about them. It's like, no, dude, the toughness is an element. It's not like these games are good because they're greater than the sum of their parts. The environmental storytelling, the pathos from these character-centric storylines like we're getting with Hugh and Roderica. Like, it's like the melancholy nature of everything you're doing, the fact that you're like, kind of, you're going, like, the universal themes, like, that stuff, like, all comes together with the fact that it's like a tough and oppressive world to create something better than the sum of its parts. But I will say that I think Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, and Bloodborne probably, like, that's like generally as difficult as I want these games to be. Like, for main story bosses, like, I don't think it should get much harder than, guys like, I mean, that's not even true. Like, I'm not saying, like, because obviously Ornstein and Smo were tough. Rom, Vacuous Spider was tough. Gurman can be kind of tough depending on, if you know how to, visceral attack or not. But like, what I'm guessing, like, this guy just seems really difficult for how early he can be fought in the game. That's all I'm saying. And like, as we saw, once we switched up our build, he was not that tough. And once I knew his moveset, once I got in there, I was able to beat him pretty soundly. But it's still, it feels a little harsh, a little harsher than some of the previous games, I feel. And I feel like this game, like, I like in Bloodborne how the toughest bosses in that game are in the DLC, which is optional. And I like when, like, the toughest challenges in the games like these are optional as opposed to mandatory, because I want as many people as possible to be able to experience this story. And I feel like in Dark Souls 1, Demon Souls, and Bloodborne, everyone can. And obviously you get rewards and you get more story for beating optional bosses, but like, that's not necessary to get like the core of the experience. So I don't know, like, for me, it's just like, these games mean a lot to me, and I'm not even that good at video games. So like, I think, keeping people from being able to experiencing it by making like things like weirdly too hard can be a bit much. It's a fine line you gotta walk. Like, just making something harder for the point of making it harder without having like any story reason or any pathos for it is kind of lame to me. But this game at least is giving you a lot of options for approach. It's, if you're having trouble with Godric like I did, I went somewhere else, I found a bunch of souls, I found a new weapon, I got like, magic weapon. That's the great thing about this game, that I think like Sekiro kind of lacked. Like, Sekiro, beginning of the game's really hard because you're just getting started, you're learning the new mechanics, and you don't have a lot of capability to level up because you don't have a lot of skill options at that point. You don't have, you don't have like any real ways to increase your avatar strength without beating the bosses, which is the hardest part of the game. And then later on, at the end of the game, you're stuck between the Demon of Hatred and Sword Saint, who are like two of the toughest bosses in like any Souls game. And it's just like, at that point, you're just like, well, do I even want to keep playing? Because these guys suck. I hate fighting them. I mean, some people like Sword Saint. I've beaten Sword Saint a couple times now, but like, I'm not, like, I think that fight is too many phases long. And it's also like, it also kind of flies in the face of the story because we just know that like, that Sword Saint was just on your side. He agreed with you, and then somehow getting, coming out of somebody's neck makes him your enemy now. It's like they really have to jump through hoops to explain away why he's not on your team anymore and why he's joining with the enemy. So it's like, I'm trying to be as much spoiler 3 as possible here, but like, it's like, that is a bit weird, right? Like, that's, it doesn't make much sense from a story perspective. They just wanted to have an excuse to have a really tough and final fight, basically, and that's what I don't like when these games do. It's like, hey, like, the thing that's most interesting about these games to me is the concepts at play. And like, if a game is just like, hey, what if there was a really tough, super strong guy who's at the top of his game? Like, okay. There's a million games that do that. That's just uninteresting. What's cool about guys like Artorias is that like Artorias is not at the top of his game when he fights you. He is corrupt. He is corrupted. He's, his arm is broken. He's like fucked up. And same with Gwyn. Gwyn has spent basically all of his essence. He has put it into maintaining the Age of Fire. He is a husk of, of his former self. He is, and that's kind of what makes that fight impactful. What makes those fights impactful is like the tragedy of them, and like the way that comes across in their movesets and how they clearly aren't at the top of their game. I will take like an anti-climax for a final fight over like what if someone was super strong? That being like, that's just so uninteresting as a concept. I couldn't give a fuck, I couldn't give a fuck. Okay, so let's continue now that I've monologued for a little bit about my thoughts on these games. But overall, Godric I do think is really fun and successful. Second phase is a little bit bullshit with the AoEs, but at the end of the day, we got through it. by switching up our tactics, and that's how you do it in these games. So, okay, let's talk to this guy before we head in.
Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the Round Table. Nothing more.
I'll kill you, bro.
Yet to earn their keep.
I just killed a fucking demigod.
Newcomer.
This guy looks ancient. I do like this guy's design. I like his cool staff. He looks ancient as hell. I wonder if we can talk to, what's her name? No, we can't. Melina. Alright, let's go in, though. Fuck it. Enough waiting around. The 2 fingers. Shit! They're actually 2 fingers. Somehow I didn't expect it to just actually be 2 fingers. Oh my god, what the hell? Everyone's been saying, oh yeah, you need to talk to the 2 fingers. I did not. This is some real Dark Souls 1 with like Frampt and Koth energy. Like, it looks funny, but it also looks scary. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. It's just a severed hand with 2 fingers, 2 hairy ass fingers. What the hell? Rapier. I didn't know there was some sort of weird eldritch monster in here. I guess it makes sense. So wait, is that it? Alright, who are you?
Are you that new tarnished?
Oh, she's the other one.
You've done well. I am...
Because we met another finger reader.
Finger reader.
Outside of Stormvail.
Words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Wow, dude.
Elden ring, root of the golden order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is.
What if this is Melina? Melina's spirit is young, but this is what Melina actually looks like.
To act, brave tarnished. Your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden ring. Seek another of its kind, to become Elden Lord and restore the golden order.
This is really cool.
Of the fingers guide you.
Wow, dude.
Well, I see. A remembrance of gold has found its way into your possession. Demigods and even the creator of the champions are hewn by the Earth Tree upon their end into remembrances. They are valuable indeed.
Damn, dude.
These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish to wield that same power,
I do.
well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers.
Ugh, these things are so gross.
Well, from my offer, the fingers guide us all. And you, tarnished, you are here to take, are you not?
I am. Interesting, okay. Each remembrance can provide 1 power. Once that power is claimed, the remembrance will be lost. Okay. So, we could either get Godric's Axe. I command thee, kneel. That's the unique skill. Okay, Great Axe wielded by Godric the Grafted. This golden battle axe is emblazoned with the figure of a beast. That's pretty cool. Representing the strength of Godfrey, first Elden Lord and Patriarch of the Golden Lineage. So Godfrey was the one the statue was of. Godfrey, he had a big picture of Godfrey in that room with all the limbs hanging from the ceiling. I command thee kneel, for I am the Lord of all that is golden. Repeatedly smash the axe of Godric into the ground, unleashing 2 earth-shaking shockwaves. Yo! That's awesome. That's the attack he used on us. Kaboom! Kaboom! Follow up with additional input and produce a 3rd shockwave. Nice. Which is what he does in his 2nd phase. That's really cool. So, it's a strength weapon. What's the grafted dragon? The embodiment of the power that still remained in the dragon's head that was grafted to Godric's left arm. So this is also strength and faith. So I'm unlikely to use faith this time around, but the wielder's arm will take the form of a small dragon sprouting sharp dragon fangs at the fist. Okay. This weapon cannot be two-handed. Unique skill, bear witness. Grant the small dragon a fleeting glimpse of life and thrust it skyward, spewing flames over a wide frontward area, which is like his attack where he spews the flames upward and it kind of falls all over the place. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, I'm kind of... I think the dex build helped with Godric, but I am kind of like, damn, there's so many cool strength weapons in this game. Anyway, I'm not going to cash this in now, but let's talk to her about Great Runes.
Great runes are the stuff of demigods, the children of the goddess, Queen Marika, she who is vessel of the Elden Ring.
Vessel of the Elden Ring.
Tainted by the strength of their runes, her children warred, but none could become Elden Lord.
She's vessel of the Elden Ring.
Was extended to your kind, the tarnished. Listen, the fingers speak. The greater will has long renounced the demigods. Tarnished, show no mercy. Have their heads, take all they have left. Indeed.
Wow.
But remember one thing. The demigods are each and all the direct offspring of Queen Marika. Godric the Grafted was but a distant relation.
Interesting.
The runt of the litter.
That's what I thought.
Divine blood sorely diluted.
That's why he had to graft.
The children of the goddess, Queen Marika.
He was the vessel of the Elden Ring.
By the strength of their runes, her children, and so grace was extended.
So it seems like they failed to, like they squandered their chance at becoming the Elden Lord.
Tarnished, indeed. The demigods are each Godric the Grafted was but a
So Godric the Grafted was kind of like the runt of the litter, as we expected. But he did have the
Go forth. Let the words of the fingers guide you.
But we know that Godric did have the weapon of the former person who held the Elden Ring, so that's pretty, makes him seem like a badass, even if he wasn't. Alright, rest at Lost Grace Site. I actually don't know if we even need to do that, but alright, we'll do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's head back to where we were before, which was up here, I think. Lake facing cliff. And I'm feeling a lot better about like our build now that we're using like an actual dex weapon. So I'm excited to continue forward. Oh man, I'm excited to get back out into the open world, guys. Like, I've been wanting to go this way for so long. Liurnia of the Lakes is where we are right now. Alright, so yeah, let's continue forward. And I like that you can go forward even without beating Godric. This game gives you like so many like options. And like doesn't really limit you in terms of like where you can go. And I know that might seem overwhelming to some people, but like I just genuinely like that, because that way if you're having trouble, you can just continue on. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip this guy. we're going to go ahead and summon our horse. Our spectral steed. Our best friend. What a good boy. Alright, so I remember seeing a way down. Right? It was over here, wasn't it? Cool. Oh. Alright, we're back out. We're on the road again. Can't wait to get on the road again. And we're heading... We could head down that way and go to that church. But right now, that's Raya Lucaria over there, the Academy of Sorcery. We're under the stars, which feels really appropriate, considering I imagine Raya Lucaria is like kind of like a... has an observatory, because they study their Glinstone Sorcery, or they get their Glinstone Sorcery by studying the stars, is what we were told by our sorceress tutor. Hey, what's up? Oh. I'm good. Hello. Woo! Tree spear. We got the tree spear though. That's cool. Also, I do recall that something about going to one of the towers. Do you guys remember that? They said something like that, right? We actually have been to a tower. I kind of want to check that out before we do anything else. So here. If we go over here, we've been to this tower, Divine Tower of Limgrave, right? So I want to go back here to the tower bridge and see if we can get over there. I also feel like there's still a few secrets in Stormvail that we haven't quite uncovered yet. I'm not going to go back to Stormvail this episode, but it's, just worth noting that I think there might still be some stuff to discover there. Alright, so we're going to head right over to the portal. Not going to stop for anything. Oh yeah, we can just run when we're not in combat. I completely forgot about that. Alright, we got this guy. He's coming up on us. Woo! Run! Run, Forrest, run! Also, there's down here, which I don't really know what is down there at all right now. Woo! Just barely made that. Oh god, wait, Oh no, it's still active. It's still active. We're good, we're good. Let's do it. Nice. So let's see what we can do over here. Because I went over here and we couldn't do anything. But I think that might just be because we didn't have a shard of the Elden Ring yet. So let's see. Like maybe that was just a... because I remember reading something. I think it was based on something we got after defeating Godric. That there was something we might be able to do now. Yeah, now we can push it open. Yo, awesome. Nice. What's in here? Wow, dude. Whoa. Okay. Are we gonna ring a bell of awakening? That's what it feels like. Dude, look at all this. Man, this game is like, I think it's taken like the hot, like it's like dark, it's like high fantasy almost, more than dark fantasy, and I kind of love that. Wow, dude, look at this. We're going all the way up. I'm all the way up. Alright. Dude. So what does this mean? Where are we? Whoa. So we're pretty high up now. Rested Site of Grace. I probably don't need to. Dude, look, we can see Khalid from here. We can see another tower in the distance. 2 other towers in the distance, really. And over there, there's something else. Because I know we've been over that way to that castle. Way over there. We've been to like a or we got right outside of a castle, which I think is over that way. Maybe the castle's down there, actually. So I don't even know what's over there, to be honest. But like over here, there's like something else, like on a hill, like a big temple or something. I don't know. Interesting. All right, we're going up. Oh, okay. What's this? Oh, are these the fingers? These are 2 other fingers. Wow, dude, look at this. Well, I think we got to do something here. Yo. Godric's Great Rune has been restored. Achievement unlocked. Great Rune. Nice. So what does this mean? What does this mean? Let's go to inventory. Yeah, like, what does this even mean? We need to figure that out. Great Rune. Let's read it. A Great Rune from the Shardbearer Godric. Its blessing raises all attributes. Nice. This Great Rune is known as this Anchor Ring, found in center of the Elden Ring. The first demigods were the Elden Lord Godfrey and his offspring, the Golden Lineage. So it sounds like Marika and Godfrey were kind of like the king and queen. So Marika is the embodiment, or embodies the Elden Ring. Like she... Oh man, look at this. This is so ornate and cool. It's really something. Dude, look over here, man. Look all the way over there. So Raya Lucaria, giant fucking... And that's where we were before, I think. Up in the... Back when we went to the capital. Dude, and we can see the Erd Tree so much more clearly up here. Dude, this is wild. Okay. But we should probably get moving, though. Okay. This is really cool, though. Raises all attributes. Wow. Okay, cool. Let's go back. Let's go back over here to the lake-facing cliff. We're going to continue ahead, at least a little bit. Like I said, I can't play for too long today, but I'm going to continue forward, try to get us to a different site of grace, and see what we can find just up ahead on the way to Raya Lucaria. Which is a cool-ass name. I like it a lot. Okay, so before I do, actually, I want to check one quick thing. I want to check this spear that we got, because it looks pretty cool. Rogia's Rapier. We also got a Rapier. Piercing sword of superior quality, featuring intricate ornamentation, signature weapon of the sorcerer Rogier. High dexterity is required to wield the blade. 17 dex. Well, we're pretty close, actually. We're at 16 right now. Wield the blade to its full potential, but mastery is a sight to behold. Characterization of the flowing style which excels in successive attacks. Skill, Glint Blade Phalanx. Used to enchant knights who served the Carrion royal family, form an arch of magic glint blade overhead, which will attack foes automatically. Nice. Follow up with a strong attack to chain the skill into a lunging thrust. That's really cool. I might check that out later. I mean, I'm liking the Uchigatana at the moment, but that's definitely something I could see myself trying to check out. And then we also got a spear. Yeah, golden spear with a tree-like design. And what's the requirement for this? Dex. So this is a Dex and Faith weapon. So we can't do it because it's Faith, but Dex. So maybe on a future playthrough, we can mess around with that. I do like it, though. Golden spear with tree-like, and it does holy damage. Damn. I still kind of wish I had gone Faith this playthrough, but that's okay. Golden spear with a tree-like design, wielded by knights employed as palace guards in the royal capital of Leyndell. Deals holy damage, requiring superior dexterity to wield. Wielded by the knights employed as palace guards in the royal capital of Leyndell, which we've been to, I think. Requiring superior dexterity to wield, this great spear can perform consecutive thrust attacks despite its larger size. Sacred Order. Skill of the Golden Order, Fundamental Knights. Perform a salute that grants the armament Holy Essence, highly effective against those who live in death. So, so that's what's going on. So that's why we can't beat the skeletons, is because that makes a lot of sense. Like, it's similar in Dark Souls 1. Like, in order to keep the skeletons from coming back to life, you have to use a divine weapon. So that makes sense. So next time I go into the catacombs, I'll equip like a holy thingy. We do have like a holy skill that gives us like holy weapon capabilities. So it looks like we're going into some sort of shaded wood down below. Okay. Platforming in this game is fun, but definitely better than it was in previous games, that's for sure. Still a little awkward, though. Okay. Yeah, no problem. We're doing good. I'm going to hold on to the katana for now. Like, yes, I love using the partisan, but, you know, I just want to... the katana's been doing us well. It allowed us to beat, what's his name? Godfrey. Or Godric, rather. So, yeah, I want to continue onwards with it for the time being. Nice. You know, it's a good dex weapon, and I like the way it works with Great Magic Weapon. Plus, I like that it inflicts bleed, and that, I think, is what kind of gave us the edge over Godric before. So it looks like there might be something down here, but we're just going to continue over here because I see a Site of Grace, or what looks like a Site of Grace. We'll check this out. How we doing right now? We got some of these weird guys, the weird like puppet bugs with the 4 arms who spin around. What if we tried to make it up there? That would be maybe a good cutting off point, is to like make it up to that church. Man, look at how cool this looks. There's like all these like protruding rock formations that look so sick. Man, I just love the art design, or not the art design, what am I talking about? The, oh, that guy's bugging out. He's a bug who's bugging out. Okay, we're continuing. Like the, not the art design, the, okay, so we got a bunch of these dudes. What's this, though? What is this? I feel like I gotta shoot this thing down, right? I feel like I have to. It's my duty to. Nice. What's up? Oh man, they fire off arrows super fast with their 4 arms, don't they? Let me see if I can hop on my steed. Not that I don't want to fight these guys, I just don't really want to fight them right now, you know? I'm in the middle of exploring. We got a guy with fire, got another guy with fire. We got some Stormhawk feathers. Down here, we got some ruins. Oof, took a little damage on the fall there. Nice. So it looks like over here we also got like some sort of big temple wall type of thing. When are these things going to become useful, the rune fragments? I feel like we haven't used them for anything yet. Hey. Alright. Man, the bleed. So good. Okay. Let's go up here because I see a lore point, or like one of these sword thingies that you find that give you additional lore about an area. So Raya Lucaria is that way. We have a temple up there, or like a ruined temple. We got something going on up ahead. What's the lore? What's the lore for this area? This marks Millennia's southward march. The blade of Michaela. Michaela's the one who defeated Godric. That's what I remember reading at one of these down by Limgrave, down outside of Stormhill. The blade of Michaela and her clean-wrought knights grant her wings never to be clipped. I wonder if Michaela is the Valkyrie person that we've come to see in like some of the stuff, some of the what's it called? Some of the promotional material. That'd be interesting. Because they said she has wings that can never be clipped. So she did kind of look like a Valkyrie in or there was a character who looked like a Valkyrie in those trailers and stuff. So it's possible. So down here, can we even get down there? Or is that just set dressing? Man, look how beautiful everything looks, dude. So cool. And then there's a big protruding mountain up ahead. Oh, maybe this is how we get down there. Yeah, that's probably it. Alright, I saw a Site of Grace over here, so we're going to find that. Okay, row of fruit. Yeah, so this is the way down. There's probably like a catacomb type thing down there. I'm going to kill this guy. And he didn't give us diddly squat. Yeah, so we got one of these, which means we know that there's a thing down there, of course. That makes sense. I'll examine just for fun. I like that there's these things, these statues that point you toward. Guide and gatekeeper for those returning to the roots. Interesting. I guess it usually points you towards like the roots of an Erd tree, right? That's the idea, I think. Alright, we don't need turtles. They're not, I don't like killing them, one, and B, we just generally don't need them. Alright. Oh, we got wolves, huh? Let's jump. Hey. Oh, here we go. Man, look at the way the stars show through, even during the daytime. That's really cool. The art direction, that's what I was trying to say before. The art direction on this game is, like, top-notch, man. Like, just the way they, like, just the cool, like, evocative things they... Whoa, what the hell is that? Bunch of fucking faces. What's happening down here, man? This is an interesting set piece. All these fucking faces on the ground. What the hell? Alright, here we go. We're getting into new territory, guys. Finally. After having a pretty tough time with Godric, we switched things up. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Alright, here we go. Grace discovered. We're still at full health, though. We don't need to do much. Right, let's just run in and see what's going on. Dude, look at this shit. This guy is not... This man here, with this fucking face, is not having a good day. But look at these. So these guys are like robots, basically. They're like dolls that have been animated. That's pretty cool. There's a new crest over here, so we're outside of Godric's domain, that's for sure. And it looks like people are fighting. Who's fighting who? So we got soldiers, looks like Godric soldiers, maybe? Fighting these spirits. They look kind of like the spirits that we summon. This is an interesting set piece. I guess these are ghosts of nobles that are fighting against these soldiers of either what's her name? The person whose name I keep forgetting. Oh, whoops! I actually didn't mean to kill that guy. That's my bad. Listen, I didn't mean to kill your boy, honestly. Alright, hold on. Let me try. Wait, is that all? Oh god. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh shit. Okay, just aim for the big dude. He'll kill everyone else. Seems like this guy might be... Oh, God, he's a mage. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Whoa! Oh, this guy's cool. He's got the same moveset as the other big guys that we've seen. Whoa! Ooh! Damn, the swords, though. Whoa! Listen, I use magic too, okay? So, I know what this shit does. I have the same spell. Damn. Oh, fuck. Woo. There we go. Alright. Fuck. Alright, let's heal our guy. Oof, that was close. Okay. This guy's pretty cool. Somehow I don't think magic's gonna be very effective against this guy. Oh shit! Run away, run away. Let's get some health. Damn! Oh god. Okay. Oh man, that's funny. Okay. We'll come back for him. Let me see. I might get my spear out again, because I kind of like the spear for, like, horseback stuff. Even if I like the, even if and you know, I kind of don't actually like the, what's it called very much? The, weapon art that I have equipped to my katana. I kind of just want to use the other one. The one that it comes with. So let's see. Where is that? Ashes of War. Let's go here. Let's go to Katana. The Uchigatana. And we'll just go ahead and unequip. Oh, interesting. Magic Uchigatana. Oh, right, yeah. Interesting, okay. I guess that's fine, yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, it makes it a C scaling with Dex, though, so that's not good. Want it to still scale with Dex. I do like that it would do magic damage, though, so yeah, fuck it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll regret this, but I could always undo it later. And also, can I have them both? Like, can I have the Uchigatana on my... I wonder. Also, what do I have for this one? Nice, the one I normally have. Okay. Alright, well now I'm fat rolling, though, but let me just see. I just want to see what it looks like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I like that it, like, these have magic enhancements, but, yeah, we'll just see. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I want to do a magic Uchigatana yet, or just stick with the standard one, because like I said, I can apply the, what's it called? The magic, weapon to it. These things are still floating above my head. I love that. That's really funny. Let's see. Okay, Great Runes. Ooh, with the Great Rune menu, you can equip Great Runes that have had their power restored. You can use a Rune Arc to give even greater benefits to your equipped Great Runes. Interesting. Raises all attributes. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Sword Chest, Mixed Wondrous Physique, Memorize Spell, Flasks. We're good on that. Let's go to Ashes of War. It's just so funny that this is still floating above my head. I kind of love that. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look here. Like, I like the idea of using this one, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I still want to go with standard, probably, because I like having good scaling with Dex, but you know, being able to do magic damage is pretty cool, though. Like, I like being able to do a different damage type. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's try it. Let's just see what it is. Okay. Let me see. So I'm going to go ahead and do the thing, which is this, and then nice. That's so cool, man. That is so sick, dude. If you just continue to hold it. Oh, so rad. I love that. Okay. Now we're definitely keeping that for sure. Yeah, I think that's good. Did I check to see, am I doing magic damage as well? I don't know. Whatever. Figure it out. I'm gonna head back through this way. Yikes, man. I'm still fat rolling, so that's not good. Let's go ahead and unequip this for now. Alright, now, get on the steed and we're running. Oof. Fuck. I'm just gonna, like, watch this guy take everyone out, basically. And then I'll fight him. Sorry, guys, just a moment. Okay, let's see. I love that that big guy just takes out friends and foes alike. Jesus. Man, these nobles. Alright, let's go. Climb. Was worried that was going to be a transporter trap. Glinstone Craftsman's Cookbook. That's awesome. Oh, no. Get back up there. Oh, run. Get back up there. No, 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 no. You can do it. Get back up. Alright. Man, that church on that hill looks really cool. Maybe ending the play session there would be good. Hello. Bye. Ooh, Carrion Glintblade Staff. That looks cool. I wonder if that'll increase our magic potency. Let's see. It might. It just might. Intelligence has worse scaling. But actually, everything's worse about it. But let me just read it. Staff embedded with a blue glintstone. One of 2 types of carrion staffs. Gifted to enchanted knights. It enhances glintblade sorceries. No skill. Okay, well, I'm probably just going to ignore that. Is that a bear down there? God damn it. I wonder if bleed will work better on a bear than it does on other things that aren't bears. Or maybe I should be going over here and heading towards that tower. I'm not sure yet. Oh, hey. Uh-oh. Hey. Yeah, get fucked, dude. You and your stupid Burger King man hat. Your Six Flags mascot hat. Fucking degenerate. I'm gonna stealth for a minute. Oh shit. Whoa. Alright. We're continuing. Don't need to fight everyone your first time around. You can run away as you see fit. Like the cowards... Oh, no! Oh, fuck. I thought... I guess I used my double jump too early? I don't know. That was weird. That's okay, though. Yeah, I'm feeling the sword. Alright, let's try it again. This time we could just go up this way, actually, instead of going around the other way. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. What's over here? Oh, we've already been this way, actually. But let's just check to see what's at this big tower thing that's over this way. It looks like it might just be another like place where you can like level up a Great Rune, similar to what we did for Godric's just a moment ago. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Whoa. Wonder if you could get on top of that. Probably could. All right, we're pretty close to this, so let's keep going. The fall damage in this game is really weird. I've been seeing some memes about that. Some magical rodent. Oh shit. Or a magical rodent. What am I talking about? A magical, not rodent. Uh-oh. Oh god, yeah, here we go. Okay, fuck you. I'm out of here. I hate those crabs, dude. I hated them in Dark Souls 3, and I hate them now. I mean, they're, like, it's interesting to have, like, a variety of enemies. I just don't find them fun to fight, you know? Even on horseback. And I usually find things pretty fun to fight on horseback in this game. Starlight Shards. I wonder when those will become useful. I forget what they do, to be honest. So, what's this? It's just a grave. Oh, looks like we have a little optional overworld boss over here. Perhaps. What's up? This guy's like... Is this guy like death? Hi. Uh-oh. Overworld boss fight. That's like the person who ferries you across the underworld in Greek mythology. That's what that reminds me of. Okay, so we got this. I definitely will fight them. If not this time, then next time. That little overworld boss. Looks like it summons Skelly Boys, which is interesting. So we got another tower, or another little bridge. Man, I'm so excited to be going north. I feel like the game's like finally like really getting started now that we've beaten Stormvail. And we do need to go back to Stormvail and fight that weird monster in the basement at some point, but I'm not in like a huge hurry to do that. Nice. Oh, we got a knight. Look at this guy. Let me get off and try my hand at him with Woo! Let's try that again. Shall we? Oh shit! Back the fuck up! I just want to get this off, that's all. Nice. Woo. Oh, here we go. Damn it. Nice. Damn. Oh, fuck. He's got lightning, that's cool. Oh, shit. I need some more poise is what I need. Whew. Oh, fuck! Okay. We're having a tough time here with this guy. Let me go ahead and run. And let me go ahead and do one of these. Oof. Not good. Not good, not good, not good! Alright, let's run. Let's run away. Because this guy is tougher than I expected him to be. Oh, we got another painting. Touching grace, touching grass, and we're gonna go ahead and rest. This area is kind of tough. There's like some tough boys around here. Obviously, we'll take them all out. I'm just kind of like pushing forward a little bit. Oh, sweet. You can actually see a painting of Raya Lucaria. Damn. So I remember, for the paintings, I think what I remember is you stand at where the paintings... Wow, look at this. I wonder how you get in there. I think it's that you stand at where the paintings are. Nice. More smithing stones. Good stuff. In order to actually make, like, legitimate progress. Oh, look at this. So we're heading towards the mountains. Oh, da, da, the misty mountain call. Da, 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 I don't remember the words to the song. Okay, let's see. We're heading this way. Cool. There's like weird magma things hanging out around here. That's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna go over here. Oh no! Don't! Nice. Alright, let me get my horse out, because I've screwed myself with this a little bit. Oh, maybe a little bit more than I thought, actually. There we go, okay. Where is a grace point around here? What's a guy have to do to get some grace around here? Alright, let's see. Looks like there's a little outpost. And there's some of these guys. That's cool. Nice. So we got like a big castle up on the hill, right by the Erdtree. Is that the capital up there? I don't know. And we got a thing moving over here. Who are these guys? They're like fire guys. Uh-oh, fuck! Woo! Alright, we're doing alright. Oof, okay. Nice. What's going on with this guy? Oh, wait, is it one of the faces on a chariot? Fuck! Run! What the hell? What the fuck? Oof. Run. This is a really weird enemy. But I kind of love it. Weird face on a guy. That's cool. I see. The backside is... What the f... There's a little guy piloting it. I get it. Oh, shit! Damn! Alright, I should probably fight this guy off of my horse. I think. Maybe. Uh-oh. Man, how cool would it be to be able to pilot one of those? Maybe at some point we'll get something like that. Alright, so we got some more nobles. Running up a hill to a church. Oh, look, a church. I want to check out the church. I don't really care about killing the nobles. They're just kind of sad to me. Like, they're just kind of like a... You know... They're just like, you know, they've lost everything. They're like just digging for shit. They don't want to fight. Probably because they can't, you know, they just suck at that because they used to have servants who did the fighting for them. So, All right, here we go. The Second Liurnian War. No victory for the Golden, nor for the Moon. So the Golden being Godric, the Moon being maybe these guys, the mages. No prize but atonement, the birth of the vow. Interesting. I like the way they're telling the story in this game a lot. Like, there's a lot that's given to you up front via, like, Melina and cutscenes and stuff, but there's also quite a bit that's just, like, straight up... Whoa. Church of Vows, okay. Giant turtle? With a hat on? What the fuck? Okay, hello. Nice to meet you.
You're tarnished, aren't you?
He talks.
You to the Church of Vows. I am Miriel, steward of this sacred chamber. My apologies for the unseemly state of affairs. Do you know the origin of this place? How it came to be known as the Church of Vows?
No, I don't. I don't know.
That is a shame. But who can blame you? The shattering has caused us, all of us, to lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the
This guy's the Pope.
Vows, that the great houses of the Erd Tree and the Moon were joined by the
Tree and the Moon
bond between red-haired Radagon and Renala of the Full Moon.
Red-haired Radiga and Renala of the Full Moon.
View the monuments of both houses.
Wow.
The tree of the capital and the Academy of Raya Lucaria.
Wow. That's beautiful, dude.
Was there something you needed? You are free to show yourself around. I would serve as your guide, only my legs aren't what they used to be. If you find anything of use, you are free to take it with you.
This guy's great.
Perhaps you are in search of instruction, in which case I will share all that I know.
He's a sorcerer? Yeah, dude. Carrion Greatsword. Performs sweeping slash using magical greatsword. That's awesome. I kind of want one of these, but it's expensive, so... Oh, and he also teaches faith. So he's a learned guy. He knows both. He knows the church. Obviously, he's got the Pope hat, but he also... So there was a marriage between the Erd Tree and the Moon.
You wish to know more of Lord Radagon?
I do.
Lord Radagon was a great champion, possessed of flowing red locks. He came to these lands at the head of a great golden host. When he met Lady Renala in battle, he soon repented his territorial aggressions there, and became husband to the Carian queen.
Interesting.
However, when Godfrey, first Elden Lord, was hounded from the lands between, Radagon left Renala to return to the Erd Tree capital, becoming Queen Marika's second and king consort.
Wow.
The title of second Elden Lord.
Wow, so there's been more than one.
To this day, as to why Lord Radagon would cast Lady Renala aside.
So he left her.
Why a mere champion would be chosen for the seat of Elden Lord.
That's super interesting. Oh man, well now I want to know more, but I will say, I am starting to run low on time. Let's ask him about Renala, real quick.
You wish to know more of Lady Renala?
Yes.
She is queen, head of the Carian royal family, and governor of the Academy of Raya Lucaria.
This is so interesting.
And beautiful full moon witch.
Full moon
Sadly,
witch.
Her heart was broken when Lord Radagon left her.
Aww.
When the Academy rebelled against the royals, she was locked away in the Grand Library.
Whoa, the Grand Library, dude. It's like Seath the Scaleless. Once again, and we're probably going to fight Lady Renala, most likely, the Full Moon Witch, with a name like that. But Radagon is interesting. I like that. So Queen Marika has taken multiple husbands. That makes a lot of sense because the bloodline had been diluted.
A famed sculptor of the Erdtree capital was once summoned to render Lord Radigan's likeness in giant stature when
Wow.
he glimpsed the skeleton in Radigan's closet. And as such, it's said the great statue harbors his secret too.
Wow.
You know, it's said that Lord Radigan harbored a secret. A famed sculptor of the Erdtree capital was once summoned to render Lord Radigan's likeness in giant stature when he glimpsed the skeleton in Radigan's.
So it sounds like they made a giant, like one of those giant sentinel maybe versions of Radigan. That's interesting. Or maybe at least just a statue. I don't know. Sounds like a living thing that we might end up having to fight against.
In the end, Lady Renala was left alone, cradling the amber egg Lord Radigan bequeathed her.
Amber egg.
Now she devotes herself to it through forbidden rite.
Forbidden rite.
Art of reincarnation. You would do well to remember, severing a vow, strongest of bonds, has consequences ever more dire.
Wow. That's really interesting.
You know, it's said that Lord Rapier famed when he glimpsed the... And as such, it's...
Alright, this guy's awesome. What a cool dude. Guys, I need to... This is going to be a thumbnail. I swear to God. Hold on. Oh, did he go back to sleep? I think he did go back to sleep. He's like, oh, we're done. We're done here. Just look at this dude, man. So cool. Alright, let's see what's up here. You don't need to... Oh, this is a great place. This is a place where you get absolution. Wow. Okay. Okay. So I guess... Interesting. Is this Lord Radigan? Lord Radigan was the second Elden Lord. That's so interesting. Okay. I'm going to probably need to watch this back and to get a full understanding of like the situation with Lord Radigan. But it sounds like he was Marika's second husband after Godfrey was expelled from the lands, whatever that means. And that's why what's his name? That man that we fought, Godric, was like forefathers one and all. So I wonder who Godric's father was. I assume Godfrey, because he said, Lord Godfrey, are you watching? But who knows, man? It said that he's the runt of the litter and his bloodline had been super diluted. So who knows? Who even knows? It's hard to say. Let me see. I'm going to turn my HUD back on, first of all. Sorry, I always do that, guys. I just, I got to get those fucking thumbnails, homie. All right, so here we go. We got Atonement. We got a chest. Not a teleporter trap. Golden sewing needle. I wonder if we'll be able to give that to our sewing friend or not. Weird that there's nothing. All right, well, hold on. I need to put a marker down because this is a really important place. The fact that you can request absolution here. Damn, dude. Look. So Raya Lucaria, it looks like it has a front entrance and a back entrance from what we're seeing here. Also, I need to turn my HUD off again because this looks really cool. Dude, this is awesome. Really cool. Okay. So we still haven't found a map fragment for this area, so that's something maybe we should try to do. Actually, I will say, guys, I do kind of have to get going here in just a moment. Like I said, I can't play for too long today, but I'm going to go ahead and before I drop everything, I'm going to just go ahead and... what's it called? What was I going to do? I completely forget now. Let me see. What was I planning on doing here? Yeah, this is just cool. Man, look at this place. I guess you could maybe even get across if you were to do some big jumps. But it looks like there's like a road upwards into the back door of the castle or something. Or maybe that's the right way in. I don't even know. I definitely want to check out Raya Lucaria soon. If not next episode, then the episode after. But very soon. Probably even maybe as early as next episode. Because we're magic. We're a mage. We want to get good magics. And just look down there, the shaded woods. So interesting. Definitely want to check that out. Alright guys, well, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. Thank you all for joining me. I'm so glad we got Godric out of the way. Not that he wasn't a cool boss or an interesting character. I'm just glad that we can finally move on, continue northward, and see more of this beautiful world, and finally get to go to Raya Lucaria, get like a real magic education instead of our homeschooling we're doing with our sorceress back in Limgrave. So, yeah, guys, but with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. So thanks again for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.